in the audience tonight who would consider themselves a feminist?
Yes.
Yeah, routine number 2 it is. No, so my name's Dave Lynch. I consider myself the world's worst Irish comedian. It's because I've got red hair, pasty skin, freckles, an Irish surname, and I sound like this. Yeah, so my ancestry is from Kerry. I grew up in Birmingham, and I now live in London. There's 3 places. I wasn't even good at being a traveller, sir. Well, shit is gypsy. And if any of you guys want to come up to me after this gig at the bar and go, "Would you like some potatoes?" Number 1, that's racist. Number 2, yes, I fucking would, alright? Potatoes are amazing, they go with everything. Right? No, but like I say, I'm from Birmingham. I remember talking to my granddad once and saying, "Granddad, what's it like to be married?" He said, "It's a lot like the story of the Titanic." I said, "Why? Is it romantic and passionate?" He said, "No, more like it starts off well, inevitably you hit a rough patch and then you die." Thanks for that, Granddad. That's a good insight. But yeah, no, honestly, talking in an English accent and being from Kerry, if my grandparents could hear me talking in this accent now, they'd be rolling in their grave. Burying them alive was a bit harsh, but there you go. Yeah, no. And I talk about being from Kerry a lot. I try to go back over to Ireland as much as I can. I was driving over to Ireland recently with my girlfriend. I had one hand on the wheel, and in the other hand I had a can of Monster. Because I drink and drive, I don't play by your fucking rules. And she started giving out to me about how much sugar there is in a can of Monster and how it's going to damage me inside. And I got quite angry at her about this because I was like, did you guys see this study that came out last year that proved that sugar is as addictive as cocaine? Yeah? Yeah. Right? I can go into Tesco, right, and buy sugar, a kilo, for £2. A couple of you are ahead of me on this one, right? But I can't go and buy a gram of Coke, right? That's wrong. Or at least if there's any cops in here, it's wrong. But I should be allowed to buy both substances, right? If they're both as bad for me and they're both going to harm me in the same way, I should be allowed to buy both. And I've had this argument with many people. I had this argument with this guy recently. I was like, both substances, both as bad, should be allowed to buy both. He was like, no. And fine, listen. Your Honour, didn't get away with that one. No. Yeah, but, you know, I'll be honest, I was talking about driving over to Ireland with my girlfriend. I don't have a girlfriend. Most of the women in my life are imaginary. So if any of the women in the audience tonight are looking for someone with wit, charm, charisma, you'll be disappointed. You know, and yeah, like my granddad mentioning death there at the end of the Titanic. I was thinking about how one day we're all going to die, which is good for comedy. And I started thinking, well, I'm going to die one day. I'd like to die of a weed overdose. Just so that when they cremate me, everyone's standing around the box going... You got any Pringles? No, but yeah, no, so I'll completely change the topic. You know when you're on the tube, and the tube's crowded. I had this experience on the way to the gig here tonight, and it's all crowded, and everyone's standing over the aisle, but there's one empty seat left. I don't know why people you, madam, but okay. Right, there's one empty seat left, and you're kind of looking around going, I don't think I deserve to sit here. Right? And you kind of look around at the fellow people standing by you going, do you want to? And they're like, no, I don't deserve to sit there. Right? And then eventually, one of you, some hero, will go, I shall take the seat. Right? And between you, you will applaud inside. And then very quickly go, prick. Yeah, but no, I was, yeah, like I say, I was on the tube recently, and I got off because it was a long time. And this quite aggressive man came up to me, and he put his hands around my throat. Well, he knew what he was doing. And he goes, give me your phone and your wallet. And I was like, well, I don't have a phone, I don't carry a wallet on me. Which made him annoyed, if anything. And he goes, well, what do you have? And there's only one thing as an Irishman that I ever carry around of any value at any time. So I looked him dead in the eyes and he went, well, what have you got? And I went, potatoes. Enjoy your evening. Good night.